Hi, I'm in Denton at the Texas Auto Writers annual Auto Roundup. And I'm here with Thome from Toyota.
Good morning.
Hi. We're inside a new Prius. Tell me about the trim and all of this.
Right. Yes. This year, the new news is that we offer an all-wheel drive, which is fantastic. We've had great success with the Prius over the last almost 20 years since it's been out, and it is the icon of hybrid vehicles. I mean, this was really the first mass market hybrid. And for this year, again, we have an all-wheel drive that really, I think, will be something that folks that live in the Midwest and Northeast have been clamoring for a little while. We've had a lot of people in those parts of the country that have been really interested in what Prius is all about, from the fuel efficiency to the environmental angle that it offers with partial zero emissions, and now you can get an all-wheel drive, which I think people really will appreciate in areas that are snowy and wet a lot, and not only for themselves but for their kids as well, for first-time drivers going off to college or whatever.
Right. The Prius was a groundbreaker when it first came out, and it has changed a ton. Just sitting inside, and it feels the space is impressive.
Yeah,
if you haven't been in a Prius for a while, it will surprise you.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think a lot of people feel that way. They see it from the outside. It has very kind of futuristic styling both inside and outside, and it looks like a smaller car, I think, from the outside. Once you get inside, you realize it really is, for all intents and purposes, a mid-size vehicle. And with the lift back and the fold-down rear seats, you can get almost 63 cubic feet of space in the back. So from a college student standpoint, if you're going off to college and you have every worldly possession in the back, you can probably fit everything back there, plus have mom or dad drive with you on the way to school.
That too. That's a great college car. It fits into anywhere, right? You can
then
parallel park it in a snap.
Exactly. It has all the latest technology that Toyota offers, as well as our Toyota Safety Sense 2.0. Which is a standard suite of active safety features, including advanced pre-collision and lane keep assist, and a lot of those things that will make mom and dad really feel comfortable as their son or daughter goes off to school, because it really is I don't think any safety feature is a replacement for good driving skills and driving the proper way. But so much can happen when somebody's on the road, other people doing the wrong thing, and those active safety features, along with the passive safety features like 8 airbags and things of that nature, really it does mitigate a lot of potential accidents and injuries.
Yeah, and we talked about that in our story about the 2020 Corolla. And Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 is I love that it's standard. It means that Toyota takes safety very seriously. They're including it on their vehicles so that it's not something that you can buy. You can't buy safety as an option. You get to have it with every vehicle. And I think that's important.
We're still the only manufacturer that not only offers it on every model. Starting in 2020, our last vehicle will have a safety sense as well, but also on every grade. So it's not just something that's standard on the higher, more expensive grades within a model. It's from our base model all the way up to our most advanced model. The safety sense is standard on everything.
Yeah, and this is what we were talking about yesterday, that people wouldn't necessarily think about buying their kids a new car at first, but if your child is learning to drive, especially as a teenager, they need help. They need some training wheels to help them, because there's so much going on. There's so much sensory input, and it's hard to not be distracted.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Back when I was first learning to drive, it was kind of like you got a car that was probably 10 years older than you were,
at least.
that kind of thing. But you're right. You really do want to have the latest and greatest when it comes to safety features, as well as new vehicles having the better features when it comes to the hands-free use of the things that we all, our kids and as well as us, want to do. So things like Apple CarPlay, where they can just plug their phone in, or Android Auto, just plug their phone in, and they don't have the need to really touch it at all. You know, a lot of the features they would want to do are on the screen, and they can do a lot of them with voice activation too. So I think that's another important point as far as helping people be safer drivers.
Yeah, I think about my first car was a 1977 Dodge Aspen. It was a beast with like couches for seats, you know, it was giant.
The bench
And the
seats
steering-
across the front and the
Big
back.
bench
Yes, I
seats.
had that too.
And the steering wheel had nothing on it. I mean, now
Yeah.
you can't see it in the video, but it's got lots of different things that you can do without looking at it at all. You can turn up the volume. You don't have to fiddle with any knobs.
Yeah, there's virtually anything that you would want to do that you should be doing while you're driving. You can do with either the steering wheel buttons or the buttons that are conveniently around. We really don't want people with their eyes away from the road.
Yeah.
As little as possible. So looking at or touching a screen is something that somebody should do very quickly, and then be focused back on what they're doing, driving.
Agreed. I was really impressed with the new Prius. I hadn't been in a Prius for a while, and I don't think it's at all what people think of when they think of the old Prius. Like, this is a new, improved, really impressive Prius that I would drive.
Yeah, I think the combination of the technology, the fuel efficiency, the environmental angle, as well as the fact that from a styling standpoint, it really is a statement vehicle. It's has a futuristic look inside and out. The inside reminds me of, it's almost like a new smartphone as far as the high contrast and the piano black styling. So I think it's something that people, once they get into it, they have a familiar feel. It feels like something technologically that they're used to. And then with our new TNGA platform, the Prius handles better than it ever has. It's not a sports car by any means, but
That's not supposed to be, right?
Right. But it does handle. It's a lot of fun to drive when somebody wants it to be. It can handle turns and curves and things like that without any difficulties. And the hybrid powertrain, everybody thinks about it from a fuel efficiency standpoint, but there's 3 modes: eco mode, normal mode, and then power mode. If you put it in power mode, the throttle response is really positive. You can get the thing moving pretty fast. The electric motor generators that help propel the vehicle, as everybody knows, an electric motor has tremendous amounts of torque,
Right.
Especially when it goes from a stop. So that alone adds a lot of fun to drive to a hybrid that a lot of people don't really think about.
Yeah, it's quick off the line. When we drove it,
Right.
it's fun.
I agree.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Prius, recommended.